Hello and welcome to the first video where I will talk about the CCNA 200-301. This video will be a little bit longer than the next videos because I'm going to explain the format that I'm going to take for these videos. This is the CCNA 200-301, and what I will be doing is I'll go through each heading as outlined by Cisco. I will link in the description to the Cisco website where you can see all the headings of all the topics, and I'll reference the number in the videos. As you can see, 1.0 network fundamentals, this is 20% of the test, and I'll be going through each bit of the topic in a specific video, and I'll be adding that to a playlist, so you should be able to just watch each specific heading, topic, whatever you want to call it, of the CCNA 200-301, and take breaks however you like. It'll be one big playlist with all the bits. Right, let's get to it. So at 101 it says explain the role and function of components. Now what I will say before I start teaching anything is that I'm also in the process of learning this, so if there's a small chance, although I did Google all the answers and kind of verified them, but there is a small chance that some of this might be inaccurate, I might have made a typo. Feel free to let me know in the comments, but okay, let's get to it. So the first bit is explain the role and function of routers. So what is a router? I mean, you don't exactly need to know what they look like right now, although if you Google a router you can see one. But what a router does is, as it says here, is the main purpose of a router is to forward data packets toward their destination. What does that mean? So you have a host or device, and it sends something into the router, you're the router, and you receive it, and you need to put it somewhere else. So that is forwarding somewhere else. So that's the number one function. And then the other big function of the router is to act as a intersection between another router, and that's what creates the internet. That's what creates large networks. You send something into the router and there isn't another host. You can't just go straight from there to there. Sometimes you can, but let's say in this example you can't. Then your router will be connected to another router, and then maybe another one, and then it will eventually end up at you, and that is another function of routers. And then there are layer 2 and layer 3 switches. A layer 2 switch uses MAC addresses to segment a network. Now, you'll learn more about the layers later on, but layer 2 switches, you just need to know they don't know IP addresses, they use MAC addresses. And then we have layer 3 switches, which combine both functions of a normal switch and a router, right? So that is a layer 3 switch, is a higher up, is at layer 3, and it can use IP addresses. And then we talk about the role and function of next generation firewalls and IPSs. The IPS, Intrusion Prevention System. It provides real-time detection, so it can see, and blocking of attacks. That's all you need to know for now. And then firewalls provide the defense against external, so someone's trying to get into your system, or someone's trying to send you something bad, or internal threats, or internal leaks even. And then like someone in your network is trying to send something out or accidentally send something out, and firewalls prevent it both from going in and going out. And then we're going to talk about access points. An access point is a device that creates a wireless local area network, or a WLAN. This is usually found in an office or large building. This is all you need to know for now. And then what is a controller, or Cisco DNA Center, and a WLC? The main purpose of a WLC is to configure access points that connect to it locally. And if you remember that, that's all you need to know for now. I'll expand on this in more detail later. And then a DNA, in regards to Cisco, it kind of just allows you to streamline your operations, but those operations will be discussed in further detail, but this is just 1.1, the first heading. We're just going to be talking about basics here. If you remember these things, then you can build on what I teach you here, and then other things in the future will make more sense when you have kind of an idea of the basics. And then we need to know what an endpoint is. An endpoint provides a consistent user experience when paired with unified communicators. What does that mean? Well, as I said, we'll extrapolate and expand on everything, but just in basic terms, it's a consistent experience when paired with unified communicators. So when there's communicators that are, able to communicate in a unified fashion, the experience should be consistent across all endpoints. That might seem a bit vague, but we'll talk about it more in detail later. And then a server, the main function of a server is to provide data to hosts within the same local area network, LAN, or a WAN, which is over the internet. This data can come from a web, mail, file server, or any other kind of data. But a server is something that provides data to hosts outside of itself. Alright, those are the basics for 1.1. Sorry if something seemed vague, I'm learning this at the same time, and we'll go through it more, and then just keep watching these videos. Hopefully they give you an idea and we can learn this together. Alright, thank you for watching.